Hello everyone, my name is Capp and welcome back to the channel. Another 7 Days to Die video. We are on day 9 of the Backwoods series. Things are popping right along. We should have a horde tonight, I think. And so what we're going to start off with, we're going to make some more bacon and eggs. We can make one thing of bacon and eggs. We'll just wait for it to finish up. Alright, in the last video, I rode my bike all the way across town to try and find that treasure, only to find out that it was in the water. I didn't see it in said water, and so I didn't pursue it. But whoops, no, stop this, put that there, over there. And I had a lot of people saying, hey Cap, you know, traditionally if there's going to be a chest inside the water, it's always going to be just sitting on the surf or on the ground level, and you should be able to find it without any problems. You just have to swim down to it. It's not underground anymore. Back in the day when they first had treasure chests and stuff show up, you could accidentally end up with one that's underwater and you'd have to dig down there. It was a big pain in the butt. So what we're going to do is I'll cut out a lot of the writing, whatever. We're going to ride back over there and we're going to swim our butts out into the water and we are going to find this stupid treasure. And by the time we get back, then we can start working on fixing some of the barn and, you know, kind of get ready for tonight's horde. I would really like to be able to get to where I can make some rebar frames and upgrade it with some concrete, because I've got a crap ton of concrete mix available in the house with all those pallets laying around. And of course I'll break them up, but I have to have a forge, and unless my memory serves me incorrectly, I don't have one. And I can say that because I don't have one. So we're going to get over here and find the treasure. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright then, we have made it to the area, and as you can see, the treasure is supposedly... Hang on, do we have any zombies coming up? I swear I hear them. Okay, we got a couple kind of hanging out. They don't really know we're here just yet. You know what, let's go ahead and take them out. I don't want to be trying to do all this and then them stumble in behind us. And plus we could use the experience. We might as well take out the few that are hanging out around here, because like I said, I don't want to be hanging out in the water, swimming really slowly, and then watch them walk up and accidentally end me before I can do anything about it. Is that all? Where'd the other guy go? Okay, he's wandered off the other direction. He has realized that coming after me would probably be a terrible idea. So we're trying to get our stamina back up. I ate one of my bacon and eggs to get it back up to where it needs to be. So we're going to try our best to swim out here in this water that's like swimming through syrup. Swimming in this game is so not cool. I have never been a fan of it at all. It's a good way to drown, and I'm really hoping that when I get out here that I don't drown trying to swim through the bottom of this, because this is about as fast as I'm going to swim right here. Let's get my torch out of the way. Alright, we got a gap in the water. So let's see here. Swim down. I'm going to swim down. This is as fast as we can go. Looking for the treasure. Should be right underneath us. We're going to die here. Alright, so she's come down to see us here. Okay, so she can't get to us just yet. Alright, so the treasure is supposed to be somewhere close by. It should be on the ground level somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Swim up to the surface as fast as we can. I'm cold. I'm freezing. I don't see anything down here. That's just a piece of wood. It's supposed to... I'm running out of air. Yep, we're going to drown. Come on, get back to the surface. Oh, I hate swimming in this game. We're going to start taking damage and die before we can get back up here. Okay. Alright, so it's supposed to be right here. We are right on top of where it's at. It says it's right here. She's down there. Okay, we can kind of see with this here. It's not here. I mean, seriously, if somebody can see it on the screen, I don't want to swim all the way down there and have to start digging around and looking for it, but it is not here. I'm going to have to call this one an abandoned, you know, we're just going to have to abandon this one, call it a lost cause. I cannot find it. There's just chunks of wood that's down there. You can kind of see a few little undulations of stuff where some plants are, but there's nothing here. I'm swimming along the surface right at the moment, just to make sure, because I know people in the comments will make sure to let me know if I missed it, and I'm totally cool with that, but I do not see it. And I know the little indicator on the map is just kind of a relative area of where it's at, and it's usually somewhere kind of close, but I'm looking around everywhere, and I don't see it. So if you do, that's cinder blocks over there, so that's not it. I'm going to call this one not here. And there's a tire there. That's not really a good treasure in my book. So we're just going to get out of here. And we're going to unless somebody can specifically point out in the video where I'm missing this one out, I'm not going to come back over here and worry about this one right now. We're going to swim very slowly back to shore. And then we're going to ride our happy butts all the way back to town. Now, I did see a military base over there. we might swing by that. A little military camp. That could be an absolutely terrible idea. We could end up taking some damage and dying. But, you know, on the other hand, we could find some cool stuff. So, it's one of those, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? We did gather a bunch of, not tools. We gathered a bunch of rocks and a bunch of wood overnight here. So, we've got a decent number of arrows. We got steel arrows. I got plenty to make some more. And I got shotgun shells and pistol ammo, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to swing by this military base that's over here, see if we can clear it out first. That'll be nice and fun, and then we will start heading back to home and see what we can get, but first we're going to get over to this military base. Alright, so we are here. I was mistaken. This is not a military camp. This is just a regular little encampment. We got a couple of zombies that showed up that are following us over here. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out real quick before they get too close. That way we can, you know, have a nice clear path before we go in there, just in case some bad things decide to show up with us. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of stuff we could possibly find in here. We'll keep an eye out for mines. We'll keep an eye out for dogs, just in case. Camps are always a good way to find things that want to kill you. Let's get our stamina up real quick, just in case. We really don't want to die here. Let's see if we can get up a little bit of an elevated position. Oh, hell. How many times has that happened, man? How many times are we going to allow that to happen to us? That is absolutely tragic, the number of times that we've got ready to pull the trigger and got a click. That is absolutely disturbing, man. I'm ashamed that happens so often. We got one bird still kind of hanging out over there. If he comes back at us, he is going to be sorry. Haha. Okay, let's go ahead and reload before we do something stupid. I got a couple hanging out that direction, and we got Mo over here. Let's go check him out. Loot bag. All right, let's see what he dropped real quick. Nice. Some painkillers, some arrows, and some shotgun rounds, which is great since I just had to bust out a few shotgun shells, clear out them stupid birds. Alright, Sylvia, you are taking way too long to get over here on your own accord. I'll meet you halfway. Oh, and Jared Leto's walking around on the ground. Bop him in the head before he can hit us, set him on fire. And he's down. What's up, girl? There you go. Alright, I got one more Sylvia over there in camp, and I think that's pretty much it. Now, of course, if anything decides to bust out any of the actual buildings while I'm in there, she's stuck. She's like, I can't get out the door. Here, let me come help you out. Did that help? No, that didn't help out? Alright. Well, we'll put you out of your misery then. Yay, we leveled up, and we have a skill point. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put it in just yet. Oh, nice. One hit. Okay. So let's try this again. Gently now, and make sure we don't trip over any stupid landmines or anything stupid. Okay, so they busted out of that tent, so I have to assume that one's empty. We'll hop up here real quick, take a look here. Alright. See, just in case. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's, just in case there's nobody in there hanging out. Alright, looks like we got a chemistry station over there, maybe? Okay, just in case. Shotgun's out. In case there's anybody still sleeping. Get my arrow back. Nice, nice. Got some cotton plants over here. A chair to watch the wall, I guess. It's kind of sad that you don't have anything more interesting to watch besides the wall. Go ahead and take that. That'll work out for some Molotovs. We definitely need to make some of those tonight. Chairs we can scrap, if nothing else, just for the wood. Keep an eye on, make sure things aren't going to come out and bite us while we're wandering around here lost. Okay, I got that already. Small stone, get that. Okay, did I bring a shovel? Well, of course I didn't bring a shovel. Well, at least I know where another source of getting things for concrete and such is in here. Alright, is there anything underneath that? Kinda, oh, yeah, there is. Hang on. Get the right angle. There we go. Sports bag underneath. Oh, nothing? That's sad. Alright, so we got a working chemistry station over here. Nice. And I'm over encumbered. Of course I am. Alright, so what we should do, we should go ahead and mark this on the map real quick. And we'll just we'll do one of these. Okay. Chemistry station. So we know we have a workbench. We know we have a chemistry station. I'm not quite sure if I've encountered a working forge yet or not. I don't think I have. Of course, if I'm wrong, you can point it out where I've done in a previous video. Oh, a duster. Nice. We're going to take those. Duster helps out for people who are playing the home game and didn't know it. Duster helps out greatly with heat issues in the desert. Let's bust in here real quick and see what's in Shotgun Messiah. Alright, come on, something good. More pistol, a couple more crossbow bolts. You know, I still, to this day, I prefer the bow over the crossbow. It's just, to me, it always seems like it loads faster. Oh, nice. Got some trash buried underneath there. Oh, sweet, treasure map. That went so well with the last one, but at least we can activate this one. We don't want to waste an incredible amount of time over here. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anything of super value. Can put some of, oh, get some of these small stones here. Definitely going to use those. Okay, there's nothing in that. Chem set, let's check that. Double check around here, make sure there's nothing just easily hidden here. I can put some of this stuff in the bike so it won't be completely encumbered. But we need to get back before too terribly long, so you know what? Hang on. Where's my... There we go. Don't want to leave these behind. That's free feathers, free meat. Oh, the other one disappeared. Well, I got one of them at least. Alright, so we can put some of this stuff in our bike. Up there. Okay. That'll keep us from being over encumbered. Let's read this one. If you're reading this note, the worst probably happened, and the odds are I'm dead. But hope so. But rather than let all my stashes go to waste, I'd like to have them mark the location on the map. Accept. Oh, dang it. That's a kilometer from here. Alright, so that's that way. Let's have a look and see where it put this one. That's a... Wait, is that it? Surely that's not it, right up there. I mean, that'd be great if it was, but let me double check and make sure. Zoom all the way out. Because that's, let me see, is it pointing that way? Yeah, nice. That's actually kind of close to the house. Nice. Okay, that's good. All right, so we need to go ahead and get back to the house. It is closing in on noon. We got some work we need to do on the house to get it ready for the next Horde night. Glad this little camp worked out for us nicely. So let's get back to the house and kind of get everything ready for the next Horde. We got to do some repairs in the barn. Alright then, so we made it home safe and sound. Just took a little bit of time. Stopped at a few... What in the hell just happened? Did I just take some damage tripping over my bike? That's just fantastic. Well done. It's like Calvin and Hobbes here, I swear to God. I didn't even really do anything. That's just absolutely asinine right there. Okay, so this one would help with cold and heat resist. I could wear that instead of the poncho and see if that'll help out with it. Cold resist is fine. Well, hang on. Let's for now we're gonna wear just the poncho. I think it's gonna help out better from where we currently are, and I'm sure some people will argue. We'll go ahead and take all of that. Did we get anything else need to go over there? I think we picked up some coinage. Did we not? Oh, I already moved that over there. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get inside, drop off all this crap here. And it's about 1:30. We need to start working on upgrading some things in the barn. Like I said, eventually what I'm going to do, of course, like most people would, is I'm going to get some rebar frames and be able to upgrade that sort of thing. And do I have, yeah, bullet casings over here? What the hell did I just move over there on accident? Nails? Those don't go over there. And eventually be able to put rebar frames upgraded to concrete, that sort of thing. But right at the moment, of course, I'm not able to. I just don't have the materials for it. I don't know where a forge is to be able to even try to start doing that sort of thing. So we'll get there eventually, I think, but just not anytime in the very near future. We do need the empty bottles, and I think it's we got a little bit of gas barrels. We got some gas cans over here. Let's see. We should be able to Molotovs. How much do we actually need? Oh, we need some cloth too. Yeah. Okay, where's my cloth? All right, now we should be able to make a few. Now what do we don't have enough of on us? Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm stupid here. Hang on. Let's see. Take this, recipes, gas cans. We can make a couple of those. I don't need the things with them right quick. I didn't have any gas in here. I needed just a little bit more gas than what I actually had on me because I'm partially stupid. You just have to forgive me. There we go. Molotovs. All right, so that'll give us 4. That'll take us our total up to... Where did the other Molotovs go? Could have swore we had some more. Maybe I accidentally put those in one of these chests here too. Is that what I did? Is that? Yep, they're there. Okay. Good gaw. You should think I'd never played this game before. Put all this back over there. Keep the feathers. Glass jars back over here. We got enough water on us for a little bit. Got a ton of animal fat. Got another egg. Okay. So let's get that going here. We got some Molotovs cooking. Let's go over and see what we need to do to upgrade. Yeah, I got some wood frames. I can probably rebuild some walls and then do some upgrades there. I think I have a hammer in my inventory too. I'm not worried about that. You can at least kind of get the start up here, figure out what all they did that I need to fix. Okay, this spot is okay. They started working on these walls over here. I don't have my hammer with me. No. You know what? Good God. Alright, now we can do some repairs on the things that they actually beat up here. We got quite a bit of wood on us, and we made a decent amount of ammo last time. So we can fix all the things that they originally broke, and then we can work on adding and upgrading it a little bit more too. Just to keep a nice little sturdy foundation here, because they started jumping on this stuff, which I need to tear this down. Let's see, we'll go ahead and fix this, but no, yeah, right there, and right inside here, and then we can upgrade that, and that'll add to it a little bit. We can do the upgrades. I want to get just the replacement part of it done first, and then we'll worry about doing all the other stuff. Okay, so surprisingly they haven't been working on these little bits yet. They worked on that a lot, but they haven't done any damage to the posts themselves. Let's see, fix that. Nope. There we go. Upgrade that one. I'm not worried about that aspect of it, the way this is all laid out. These all will support that even if all goes terribly wrong. So they beat out these two. We'll go ahead and replace those. They didn't do a ton. I mean, they did some damage in places. They definitely tried to crawl up. They hopped on top of this barrel and they beat on this sort of stuff for a little bit. You know what? Just go ahead and upgrade this. I'm going to have to anyway. And keep it nice and strong here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that one more time. And I did double check, and yes, a few people point out with the land claim block, which is working. You can see the little brick icon up there, that I had decay set to slow, not disabled. So I set it to disabled, and well, we should be good to go. Man, they did do some work on this side. That's for sure, but that's not a big deal. We got some frames on us. We can repair this. We should have another decent sized horde tonight. We have been getting bigger and bigger sized hordes. That's to be expected. By day 9, we've encountered a few of them now. I think that's all as far as like basic level repairs. I'm not worried about this end of the map. I mean, I can top that off a little bit just for good due diligence here. If they keep this going the way it's going. Let's see, is there any more hay bales over here? I think I have some in one of the chests. I just don't have any on me right at the moment. That way I can use that to replace the basics of how they have the stairs here. So they keep trying to jump up here. And I think all of this is good to go. Nothing up here that took any damage really. Yeah, I think this is all okay. Let's can I yeah, I can fix them. I got some scrap on this sort of thing just to kind of keep them from beating it down a little bit more, give them one more target. Can't fix any of the hay bales because I don't actually have any of the grass and stuff on me, but that's not a big deal. So this should give them enough of a step to where they still try and get up here to me, as long as they don't wipe out some more of them. And I could, of course, just put some blocks down there, some frames, and upgrade it. We're going to give the hay just a little bit longer to work on it. Let me go fix this corner here, just in case they start tapping on a little bit extra. Do I hear somebody out there? Yeah, they did a little bit of damage to the silo, but that's not a big deal. Go ahead and fix that. Nope, don't have any grasshoppers. Fix that. Go ahead and tap that off. Yeah, zombies are a little bit smarter than when people give them credit to in this game. For sure, they will pathfind the best they can to get to you. Let's head up here. You know what? No, I don't want to waste all my wood on that aspect of it. Okay, let's double check, make sure all of this is good to go. Oh, I don't have any forged iron to be able to reinforce that. Let's just in case they decide to get a little overzealous when it comes to beating things down over here, we place that as just a walking path. This should be good to go. I don't think they did any damage whatsoever to this little railing, and we can run all the way around. And we have 7 Molotovs now, and we got a decent chunk of arrows. We'll make some more before night. We got some steel arrows that we've picked up. We'll probably use those first, so we can go back and forth here. And hopefully our pigs will actually help us out this time. They've just been very much non-participatory in this at all. They haven't done jack squat. Let me go ahead and close this off here, because I think last time I kept looking at it thinking, oh my god, they're coming right at me. So what I need to do is I need to work on some spikes. How much wood do I have? Let's see, I can make Well, yeah, that's about half the amount of wood we have there. We'll make a few wood spikes and stuff and put them down here like we did last time. Just get them to run over them, do some extra damage. If I had my shovel with me, I could break down some of this stuff. I don't want to waste beating it down with the wrong tool, though. And let's put this over here. All right, so if they decide to come in this way, we'll put some spikes here, right there, and right there. That'll at least they'll have to run over that to get over here. Now what I can also do is I can put some spikes right here, and right here. Now if we fall off in there, we're going to take some damage, but maybe this will force them to try and take a little bit of damage when they're climbing up there, trying to figure out how to get to me. And let's see, we'll put one right here and put one right there, because they decided to try and go over to this one quite a bit, and maybe they just run into there. Yeah, that should be okay. Should. Yeah, absolutely. Should be the right one. We got plenty of time left. We could go ahead and beat down some of these trees. Yeah, always got that one. And that way we can get a little bit of extra wood from it, and we could probably make some more spikes. It would probably behoove us to make some more. These tiny little sprigs, we can hit these because it's an extra, you know, I think 2 or 3 wood every time you hit one of these down, and it's a one-hit kill, so, you know, might as well get the free wood while I can. They're just hanging out here not doing anything anyway. So that'll put us up to, how much wood that puts us back up to? Some more spikes. So we could do another 10 or more. And we can kind of get it going, block off a few more entrances, because from where we come in, we jump in up over there on the ladder, so we should be all right as far as us taking too much damage. Oh, hold on, we got Mo over here. Hey, what's up? Are you just by yourself this time? You didn't bring any of your friends? You brought one of your friends, as long as it's not a small horde. I really don't want to deal with a horde at the moment. Trying to get the barn in order before you guys show up. Alright, let's get some more water in us. We'll go restock our water before we start the horde tonight. Yeah, I'm still thirsty. What is my water level at? It's been saying thirsty for a while. My water is at 75 and going up of 110, but I swear I've been thirsty indefinitely for a little while now. But we accidentally made 20 spikes, but no big deal. We'll go ahead and line this whole area up over here because they seem to come from over here a little bit more often, and maybe we can funnel them in a little bit more by having a bunch of spikes set up like this. I don't want to block off their entrance specifically in here because I want them to come this direction, but we can a couple of spikes like that. Put one over there, put one right there. Just to see how many we can funnel around to different areas. And just in case, well, no, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be our way in here. Probably going to avoid those as well, but we'll see here. We got 3 more. Let's put one right there, there, and there, until I can worry about beating those down. And yeah, I know some people are like, hey Cap, you know that's free food hanging out right there next to you here, but I know, I get it, but they're my friends. I'm not gonna hurt them. They haven't hurt me yet. Now they will eventually. Alright, we don't have a ton of time left. Let's get back inside and rally up some of our supplies and see what we're gonna do next. Alright, dropped a few things off our inventory. I put my other skill perk that I just got into agility. Get that back up to increase my max stamina to 120, and eventually then I can be able to go through and get the next level of cardio here too, because again, I'm always running out of stamina, so we need to sustain some life, get some of these trees planted after we chop down the last one, and go ahead and start making some more basic level arrows. Because we have a ton of arrows on it. We can make 114, but you know, let's make 75. That'll take a decent chunk of our arrows down for sure. Oh, Skaterpunk's here. Are you here by yourself too? And he's down as well. Okay, so we can do. So what I'm going to do before the horde starts tonight is I'm going to just chop down a few more trees, replant some seeds, get as much wood as possible, and get as much arrows as possible, because our aim is fantastic during the horde night, and we need to, you know, minimize as many arrows as possible. So we'll get a few trees chopped down, and then just keep the video from being super duper long of me doing boring work and stuff. We'll truncate it down. We'll be ready to go when the horde gets ready to show up. Alrighty then, well, for you people playing the home game and watching this video, I'm sure many of you have probably noticed by now, and for some stupid reason I did not, that we don't actually have a horde tonight. It's only 7 o'clock, and there's no horde. Look, the number's not red up there. I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed it was. I would say the barn is ready to go, but we have a full another day to do it. So, while we still have some time, I'm going to ride over here and see if I can't find this treasure chest that's here. Grab my shovel, so maybe we can actually find this one. That would be fantastic. Now, I don't have any of the perks set up to be able to try and find them a little easier than normal, so we may have to dig for a little bit, but we're not far from the house. There's not going to be a horde tonight, so we can find the house, or find the treasure and be good to go. That'd be absolutely wonderful, and hopefully there's some good stuff in there. That would be just wonderful indeed. We haven't been very far this way at all. Let me see. I think it's before the bridge. Yeah, it's right before the bridge over here. So I'm sure we'll have to do a little bit of digging, but that's okay. Whee! Wow, that's quite the pothole here. We're going to park it in a pothole right there. Alright, so we'll get our shovel out. Should be somewhere right around here. Generally speaking, it could be anywhere. And we found it. Oh, don't fall in the hole. Oh, we found it. We dug in a few random spots, got a little trench here going down here, and we managed to find it here. So if we can get down there, open this chest up here. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's a bunch of stuff to be able to head over to the traders with. Nice. And that's pretty much going to be it. So we are going to head home, drop off this crap into our chest, and hang out for the night. So that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to put this stuff in the chest, and then we're going to hide it in the house, because we got about an hour before major darkness and the zombies take off running, and we're not going to deal with them tonight. So in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and wrap this one up, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm glad you guys are still enjoying the series. You know, if you do, make sure you hit that like button down below so I know you enjoy it, and I do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing if you're not already so you don't miss out on future videos. It really does help the channel grow a lot. And anyway, thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.